Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode, I believe, 219. We're the Cricket Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
Dave, how has your boring week been?
Uh, just as you said it,
Yep.
boring work,
Yeah.
some overtime.
You remember how last week after we finished recording, we were talking for like 20, 30 minutes about the stock market? Well,
Did you lose?
Uh, not yet, because I haven't pulled any of my money yet, but it's not looking good.
Yeah.
I'm up on one, I'm down on three, but I'm down way more than I'm up. Even
Usually
though
how
what
it
I
goes.
predicted would happen did happen, it only spiked on the one day and then immediately dropped an hour later. And I was like, of course, yeah.
I thought all you had to do was bet if it would go up or down, and then that's it. You win.
Well, that's not how the stocks work. It's
Yeah,
you
no.
put your money in and you like it goes up and you're like, awesome, I'm making money, making money. I'm not supposed to know when it's gonna reach its peak and pull my money out. So I left my money in
Yeah.
and then it went back down. So, but anyway, so don't listen to my advice, I guess. I'll just go fuck myself. But the one that I predicted would go down is now going down. So we're making money there. Uh,
Interesting.
yeah. Because they're losing money, I'm gaining money.
Yeah, so I would just put it on I would just put it on the downs.
You can't just say the downs like that, Dave.
What are you talking about? Yes, you can. Okay. I
Um,
wasn't talking about people with Down syndrome.
don't say it. Um, yeah, but you could do that, but like, what if it goes up? Then you lose money.
Well, that's why you got to hedge your bet.
You put money in and bet that it will go down. And
You
when it
put
goes up, you still get money.
Yeah, it's like you put money in the actual stock, but then you put a put or whatever you call it
You're right.
on it going down.
Hmm.
And
That
no
would be
matter
hedging your
what,
bets. You could also just do what I did. I bought a call and a put on the same stock. So I bet that it would go up and that it would go down. So either way, I'm going to make money. Now, whichever one I spent more money on is the where I'm going to lose.
yeah, you're gonna lose money.
But like if I bet $2 that it's going to go up and $2 that it's going to go down, I'm going to make money one way or another, unless it stays the same,
Yeah.
which is almost kind of what some of them are doing.
No matter what, we always lose.
Yeah. The fucking,
You may made $5 on one, but you
yeah,
lost 20 on one.
exactly. So in New Hampshire, this week, actually yesterday, a woman fell into a dumpster while throwing out her garbage and was later rescued from a trash truck that had compacted said garbage while she was inside.
Dude.
Bitch survived a trash compactor.
Dude, I was literally I would die from me freaking out.
Yeah, 100%. I'd have a heart attack.
Because I almost threw up thinking about being stuck in like a tube
Yeah.
and not being able to move my arms.
Why would you be in a tube?
Dude, it's all hypothetical. Anybody
Oh,
ever thinks about it's just hypothetical situations.
yeah.
And
I just meant
somehow
like,
in
were you
my
like looking, were
I was
you
not
near
looking up
tubes?
tubes. No. It was whatever it may be, tube, whatever.
Yeah.
My arms are trapped.
Dude, not being able to move my arms? Fuck that.
I couldn't even like I can't, dude.
No, it's fucked.
Can't even think about
Um,
it.
Neighbors heard her screaming, and the trash compartment was equipped with a camera, which is a weird place to put a camera, if you ask me. But I guess it's, like for people that throw their babies down like trash chutes. That
Nobody does
happens.
that.
Dude, that happens.
Who's
Animals,
doing that now?
babies, I don't know, fucking people who can't afford to raise a child and don't know what the fuck to do with it. And they're pieces of shit. So they throw their baby down a trash
Those
chute.
people need to be wiped off the earth.
Well, yeah, but it's been done.
Yeah,
Um,
been done. Not now.
I'm sure it
Where's
still
a trash
happens.
chute now?
There are trash chutes all over the place.
Must be apartment buildings.
I wouldn't know. I've never seen one. but
Yeah.
I assume they're all over the place.
I don't think they are. There's no way.
I mean, this happened in New Hampshire. Although I don't know. This is saying the trash truck compacted the contents. I
Yeah.
don't know. Either way, driver spotted the woman stuck inside and called 911. By then, the driver had reportedly compacted the garbage up to 4 times. I mean,
I
like, if
mean,
you survive the first one, you're going to survive all of them.
yeah, because the first one's like, well, no.
Well, yeah, no, I guess it's a
Because the
good point
first
because,
one's
like,
just like is
each
gonna
one has more trash being compacted onto you. How did the driver? It must have been like while he was throwing trash in, he then
maybe.
saw her. I don't know, but like fell into a dumpster.
Yeah, she fell into a dumpster
So how was she spotted ever?
in the truck.
Yeah, but by the driver.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. She was rescued by the fire department. Um, Rescuers had used a basket ladder to reach the top of the truck and lift her out. By then, she was standing, talking, and yelling, but was not alert enough to answer questions.
Why was she yelling?
Why? How is she standing, talking, yelling, and she can't answer a
Why did
question?
a fire truck need to get her?
How else do you get somebody out of something?
I don't know, but they're making it seem like it was like 15 feet up in the air, dude. It's a
Yeah,
truck.
I mean, like you've seen garbage trucks.
Yeah.
They're tall. I don't think they come with ladders. So they just use like a basket and lowered somebody onto it. Boone was taken to the hospital after Monday's misadventure. Misadventure, Jesus Christ. So this happened on Monday, I guess, not yesterday. Her name was not released. Um, the chief of the battalion said, in 32 years, I've never seen anything like this. Yeah.
Yeah, not every day you see a woman in your garbage truck.
Compacted 4 times. Like, how do you
They
even
just might have
survive that?
just she was just in the middle of a bunch of garbage.
Just in the middle of a bunch of garbage. I mean, it takes like one person throwing out shattered glass
And it just getting
for you to
compacted
be
into her.
absolutely fucked, or like a fucking hypodermic needle. Now you're
Yeah.
stabbed. It's
Hmm.
over. It's crazy. I'm
Yeah.
now I'm afraid to go near dumpsters.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
When do you
I've
go near
never
dumpsters?
I've never once been afraid of a dumpster. What?
When do you go near dumpsters?
I walk by dumpsters every single day at work. I do work at a theme park. They
You
tend to have a
throw
lot
out
of
garbage?
dumpsters. What?
You throw out garbage at these dumpsters?
I have occasionally, but very rarely.
Yeah,
We have people for that.
exactly. Let them worry about falling in.
But I've like I usually handle with the I usually deal with the recycling dumpsters, which I don't know if that gets compacted. I'm sure it does,
No,
right?
I don't know.
I don't know how recycling works, if I'm being honest. I only just recently, and by just recently, I mean today, learned that you can't recycle styrofoam in the same recycling bin as other things. Riley just told me a little while ago.
I didn't
Because
think you could
and the reason
recycle
I found this
styrofoam at
out,
all.
what?
I didn't think you could recycle styrofoam at all.
Well, there you go. I usually just threw it out. I'm gonna be
Because
honest.
well, I'm guessing it's got to be certain like places because I know that you can't put the styrofoam in our recycling bins.
That is correct. Yeah. And if you put
So
something
that's
that's
why
not
we
supposed to
throw them
go
out.
in the recycling, they got to like trash the whole thing.
They're not gonna know.
What do you mean?
Like oh, so
I'm
like
not saying
when
like the garbage guy comes by and picks up your recycling and he's going through it and goes, "Nah, this is trash." It's like when it gets to like the recycling wherever they recycle shit.
that's dumb. Just take
I,
the thing out.
that's what I know.
That's just a waste. You
That's
guys
like
are
with
supposed to be
pizza boxes.
recycling.
If you recycle pizza boxes, but they have food residue in them, they have to then throw out
What
that pizza
pizza
box
box
and everything.
doesn't have food residue in it?
Exactly. Which is why some people say that you should not recycle your pizza boxes because while cardboard is recyclable, cardboard that has been soaked with pizza grease and cheese should not be recycled.
Dude, in the recycling process, it's gotta get Who cares?
That's what
It's
other
gotta
people say.
get, you know, it's
I
like,
did actually, I legitimately did a whole fucking paper on this in when I was gonna say when I was in college, but like this most recent go around of college, I did a research paper on recycling pizza boxes.
how boring was that?
It was fucking awful, dude. So awful. I wanted to blow my brains out. Um, but I did it. And some people say that during the recycling process, uh, minimal amounts of like residue or like food residue will just like float to the top when all the paper and cardboard like sinks to the bottom or whatever the process is, or vice versa. And so like it's easy to separate the two of them. But there are other people who say that it'll ruin the whole, it'll taint the batch. So they say you shouldn't do it. Some people are like, well, if you cut out the grease spots, I go, I'm not.
Yeah, no one's doing
Either I'm
that.
throwing it in the recycling bin and you can fucking deal with it later, or I'm throwing it in the trash and you can fucking deal with the consequences of our dying Earth.
What, like, what are they making that if there were to be food residue
They're making new boxes.
and
And do you want cheese on your boxes?
you're not gonna know? That's what I'm saying though. It's like not even gonna be noticeable.
Probably not.
It's like, you know how
They say
something
the grease specifically can break apart
grease is 10.
can break apart like the oil, or not the oil, the whatever they use in the breaking down of paper products. The grease can get in the way of that. Like whatever chemical they're using in this recycling
Okay.
process, the grease interacts poorly with that chemical.
Well, I understand that part,
I
but I
never I
figure
never once thought I would legitimately speak about this paper that I wrote in real world.
it'd be like you have a fucking metal rod that you're gonna cook hot dogs on,
Yeah,
and you just stick it in the fire for like 2 minutes, let
right.
it all burn off, and then it's good to go.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
And
what are you talking about?
like,
We were talking about boxes, now you're talking about metal rods.
yeah, and I'm saying, you know how you fucking put a metal rod in the fire to just burn off whatever's on
Yeah.
there. So I just figure whatever the process is for making a new box,
It's like sticking a
something's got
metal
to,
rod in the fire.
and it just burns off or,
Yeah.
gets cleaned off
Yeah.
through the process.
Guess it's a
I'm
fair
not going
point.
to see a whole hunk of cheese in the new box that they just gave me. And if
Yeah.
I do, I'm going to think it's the cheese from my pizza.
That's a fair point.
So just make the boxes.
Yeah. Although I don't think it's not that they're turning pizza boxes back into pizza boxes.
So then either way,
But like
doesn't matter.
if you get an Amazon box and you open it up and there's a little chunk of cheese,
But
you're
once
gonna
again,
start to question what's going on at Amazon.
there's not going to be a chunk of cheese in that box.
No, there probably would not be. But
There
God
could
forbid there ever was.
The only thing that could happen is that there's, I don't even know, a cheese stain on the box, and
Yeah. And you
nobody's
wouldn't
gonna
even
think
know
of
what it was.
no. And nobody's eating cardboard, so what's the matter? It's not like old food is getting into my system.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. Unless it touches your new food, unless it is a pizza box.
And I've eaten dirt before, most likely.
You sounded pretty confident about that. Let's dive back into that, shall we?
Dude, you
You're
just
just
drop
out
food
here
and you pick it
eating
up.
dirt.
You drop food, you pick it up, you ate it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Who has it?
Germaphobes.
Yes. It was the one time I dropped a gummy like bear or whatever it was, like peach gummy maybe.
Yeah, like a
Peach
peach
ring. I
ring.
think it was something like that.
Yeah,
And like for some reason it was like thrown to me, but it hit the ground and then I just tossed it in the fire. I was like, why didn't I eat that?
yeah.
Like right away, as soon as it left my hand, I was like, dude, it was still good.
The looks that I get when people like when if something hits the ground and I eat it, the looks that I get, I'm like, well, fuck you. Like, sorry, I'm not rich and I can just afford to throw my food away.
Dude, 5 second rule. Everyone knows it.
Exactly.
And even if it's not 5 seconds,
Did I
blow it
tell
off.
you? I think I told you this in person. I don't think I told you this on the podcast. Did I tell you about the reaction that people at work, like my friends at work, gave me, or that I got from my friends at work when I told them about what happens when there's a piece of mold on my bread? Not just my friends at work, my roommates,
Oh
Riley.
yeah, you were talking.
I don't
I
think I
think you're
titled on
telling
the
Dad that
podcast. Yeah.
when I was in the room. Yeah.
Just for yeah, to tell the story on this podcast because I get fucking brutally attacked for this. Like I'm going out and seeking out moldy bread. Not true. Here's what I do. If I have a bag of rolls and I open said bag of rolls and I grab a roll and I look and I go, "Oh fuck, there's a little bit of mold. A little bit, like a tiny little dot of green on my roll." I am going to, and Dave, I trust you would do the same.
It depends. I
Yeah.
have done it.
Yeah, you pick off the mold and then the bread is good to go.
I mean,
You
yeah,
eat it. It tastes the same. There's no, you don't tell that, you don't know there was ever mold. You just pick off the piece and you go, okay, well, I got to finish these rolls quick, like in the next day now, because you know there's going to be mold growing on the rest of them. So, you got another like day, two max to eat those rolls. And then after that, you toss them. But you still eat it. You don't throw it out
yeah.
because of a
I've
little bit of
definitely,
mold.
I definitely have. Because like it depends. Like if they're like I've seen two rolls in there, and there was mold on them, and I was like, threw them out.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't bother checking how much mold.
if I spot it before I've even grabbed the roll out of the bag, there's a good chance there's significant amounts, in which case I will toss the bag. But if I've pulled the roll out, it's in my hand, I'm in the process of cutting it, and I spot a little bit of mold, pick
And
it off, throw it out.
what would really happen? You know,
Nothing would happen.
I feel like that little bit of mold.
And then here's what everybody's argument is. They go, just the mold you see is not all the mold there is, right? Like there's
It is
more
to me.
mold. Yeah, that's but so therefore, if that's the argument, I have eaten mold on several occasions and I'm perfectly healthy.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with me physically.
yeah, that we know of.
Yeah, that we know of. Yeah. So it's like fucking just calm down, right? Like you eat mold in your cheese, you eat mold.
Yeah, talk about fucking mold, dude. People complain about mold on bread. You're eating cheese.
Yeah, cheese is literally milk gone bad. And then you put mold in it and call it blue. Now, don't get me wrong. You give me like a
I
blue
love blue
cheese dip.
cheese.
I fucking love blue cheese. Yeah.
Blue cheese dip, blue cheese dressing is the
But
only blue
yeah,
cheese
but
I
like
will
if I get
have.
like a chunk of if I get like a chunk of the blue, ugh,
No, you ever have blue cheese crumbles?
no.
Yeah, it smells horrible
I bet yeah,
and
because it's
tastes even
literally
worse.
fucking mold. It's rotting. It's you're watching something rot in front of you.
Yeah, it tastes even worse. Or I don't know if it tasted, but like I had it and I didn't know it was like it was on like a chicken sandwich of mine,
Yeah,
and I was like, man, what the fuck is that smell?
yeah.
Chicken? Maybe I was having a salad. I don't know, but
Both would have blue cheese crumbles.
yeah, both could.
Both could
Uh,
have, yeah.
and yeah, it was nasty. And when I was younger, I would make sure I if I saw like a big chunk of blue cheese in my blue cheese dressing,
Yeah.
I would just be like,
If I saw blue cheese in my blue cheese,
yeah, I'd be just like dipping around. But it's so crazy. It tastes so much different, smells so much different than what actual blue cheese crumbles looks and
yeah.
smells like.
Well, because blue cheese crumbles is like what is it like dried out and just gross.
I don't know what it is.
Um, but I also let it be known I draw the line at bread. Like I'm not picking the mold out of anything else.
You know, like strawberries.
No, if I
Mm-mm.
get a moldy strawberry, that's going right in the trash.
Dude,
And
even if I just
so
see a
is
gushy
most likely the entire
strawberry,
container.
yeah, even if I see like a strawberry that doesn't have mold on it, but it's like the top
It's
edge
like
is like
dented.
indented and
Yeah,
darker
like a
red.
baby's head.
I'm just like, I'm not
Trash.
even eating that. So
Yeah, no, it's gross. A mushy strawberry is probably one of the worst
mushy
fruits.
fruit is disgusting.
Awful. If I get a dented apple, no.
The one time I bit into an
Go ahead,
apple and it
sorry.
was just like it's like I put my teeth into applesauce.
Ugh.
I was just like, No, it needs
There's
to be
one
crisp.
fruit that like that I will eat when it's mushy because it's not really mushy. It's just how it is supposed to be. But pears, like I can eat a pear that's like still firm, but like a pear that's really good is a mushier pear. It's not mushy. It's soft.
Not a pear fan.
Dude, I could fuck up a pear any day of the week. I haven't had a pear probably in like 7 years. I would kill for a pear right
Dude, how
now.
do you even know you still like a pear?
Because I can taste it still. I know I still like pears.
Get some pears.
I pears are kind of expensive, I think. I don't actually know. I haven't looked at a pear
Uh,
probably in 4 years.
yeah.
I don't.
Pear of
If you asked
what?
me to draw a pear right now, I don't think I could do it.
A pear of what?
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
But I fuck with pears hard. Also, you know what else I've been craving as of this conversation? Kiwi.
Kiwi's good.
Kiwi's another one. You got to eat it soft. Like kiwi's a soft fruit,
I've had a soft kiwi.
like a mushy kiwi.
Yeah.
Oh
So maybe soft, but not mushy.
yeah, no, nothing mushy. I should retract my previous statement about pears. I just really like pears.
Yeah. Soft, not mushy.
Yeah, like mushy bananas. I'll tell you right now, if my banana gets a spot of brown on it,
Okay, well, that's just stupid.
straight in the trash.
If there's
I already,
spot,
I already don't like bananas as they are. That's not true. Also, I already don't really like bananas that much. I can eat like one banana, and if I even smell another banana for the rest of the day, there's a good chance I'll throw up.
I think I just got a whiff of banana. So.
Because like I don't know, like bananas are good, but they're just like they're not that
They're
good,
good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not craving bananas. I'm
No, I've never
craving watermelon.
craved a banana. There was one
Yeah.
time I was eating like Honey Bunches of Oats, the cereal, and I was like, this would be really good with like
Is there anything
bananas in it.
else?
What?
Is there anything else for honey bunches of oats? You said the cereal.
I just wanted to make sure you knew what it was.
I didn't know if
They
there was.
also do sell like oat clusters, like granola,
No.
but I was eating Honey Bunches of Oats, and um, I was like, this would taste really good with like sliced banana in it. And it did for the first two bites, and then I was like, damn, I wish I didn't slice a whole banana into this cereal.
Yeah,
I like
no.
really had convinced myself that this was good. I was like, not only do I feel like I shouldn't have teeth and I should just be eating this with my gums, but this is disgusting.
Dude, fuck that.
Strawberries would probably have been a better choice.
Honey bunches of oats. Am I
With
thinking of the right cereal?
I don't know, it's oat clusters with honey. It's got like flakes, like frosted flakes, but not frosted.
Honey bunches of oats. Oh, yeah, I think I was thinking of that. They have ones with strawberries. Definitely freeze dried. Um, by the way, I'll tell you this. So I got an email. It's like, hey, your choice points are running out. Are gonna expire on May 1st of 2024. Because I booked a hotel through Choice Hotels
Mm-hmm.
in October of 22. So it's like you get like a year and a half of before your points expire.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I wonder if I can I wonder what I could do. I wonder if they'll be like, oh yeah, here's I don't know, $5 off a hotel room or whatever, or something. Let's see what I can use these points for. So I'm going, and it says like redeem points. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's like something. And then it said mentions gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, sick. So I go on there, click gift cards. There's an option, gift cards that I can't afford or something like that with
Right.
my 5,172 points or something like that. Nothing appears. The only thing that appears is uh donating my points to
Fuck you.
like
To who?
I don't know. They listed a bunch of shit, and I was like, I can't afford anything. And so I unselected that, saw what was there. It was like Dave and Buster's was right there.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it, I was like, oh, how much is, 8,000 points for $25. I was like, damn. So I'm looking
3,000 points
around
shy.
and I I was like, I think I saw a spot that was like or buy more points.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I only need 3,000. So I look, 1,000 points is $12. So
Okay.
I couldn't even, and then I saw 3,000 points and it was $38. And then I was like, dude, I can't
You could
even,
just buy a gift card.
I had to spend $38 to then get a $25 gift card. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no. Like I'm not, I'm just gonna leave the email alone then. Because I'm not gonna get a hotel anytime soon.
Nope.
Nor when I clicked a hotel, I just like clicked one that was near here. For by the way, you can get a room for a king size bed for $85 at like I don't know if that's cheap or not, but it seems super cheap. It's like
It's
85
it's
bucks.
not a bad price.
For I also didn't check to see I'm guessing per night. But it was like 16% off. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just go sleep at a hotel
Do a
if
little
I can
staycation.
use my points or something like that. And I clicked on it. It didn't even give me an option about points. It's like going down the whole thing and was like, nope, it's gonna cost you like $93 after tax and shit. I'm like, I don't even get $5 off or something. So figure 5,000 points, $5 off.
Yeah.
No.
It's fucked.
So I was like, whatever. Guess I'm just gonna let them expire.
Yeah.
Not
I
gonna
mean,
use
how
them.
often do you use how often do you stay in hotels?
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Exactly. So let them expire. It's not the end of the world.
I know. But if I could, that's what I'm saying. I can just use them because,
Yeah.
or
If
can't
you
use them
were if
because,
you had been able to, you would.
yeah. But I don't fucking stay in hotels.
No. Um, I went grocery shopping the other day, and while I was in Target, I decided that I'm gonna be uh a basic bitch and make overnight oats. Have you heard of these? It's like, yeah, all the rave now.
Yeah.
And so I was like, it's like, okay, like I'll see what this is all about. See, let me like Google what I need for overnight oats. I knew I needed oats, milk. I got almond milk because I don't like
So
regular
you weren't
milk.
buying overnight oats.
No, you can't buy overnight oats. That's not how it works. I mean, I'm sure you can at like Starbucks or some shit. You make overnight oats. You don't buy overnight oats because
So
the
what
whole
do you
point.
buy? Because there's literally packets of overnight oats,
No,
cookies
there's
and
not.
cream. Yeah, there are.
Fucking where?
Dude, that's the only thing I ever see.
Where
They
do you
don't make
shop?
them.
You make overnight oats. That's the rave. Is like you get a jar, you put your shit in there, you make your own overnight oats. Cookies and cream oats?
Yeah.
Why does cookies and cream have to have a fucking flavor of everything?
Let's look at this. That's like, okay, so this is oats protein shake.
Okay, that's not the same.
Let's see here. This is what I've been seeing, I guess. Fucking click on it. What is this? Okay, so this is just the protein powder stuff. All right, then never mind.
So I was right.
Yes.
Okay, right. So I bought the ingredients for overnight oats.
Uh-huh.
Um, and which is again, I got almond milk because I don't like regular milk. Oats, with just like Target brand instead of Quaker, because Quaker oats are fucking expensive. Um, but then I was standing there like in Target just Googling like what the fuck does anybody put in overnight oats? So there's like cinnamon, there's honey, there's fruit, there's uh whatever else the fuck you want to put that you like. Because like oats are very bland and disgusting.
Right.
Um, Oh, there's like vanilla flavoring. So you want to add a bunch of sweet stuff to make it taste better. And then you just toss it in the fridge overnight and you make some and it turns into this like mush in the morning. It's essentially like cold oatmeal, I guess, is what I've been told. I still haven't made it
Yeah.
yet. Um, but I
I
got
can't
some.
believe the texture. I wouldn't. I don't even want to know what that texture feels like in my
Yeah,
mouth.
that's what I'm a little nervous about because like the way I used to eat oatmeal, and I haven't had oatmeal in forever because I'm not a child, nor am I 80 years old. Um,
That means nothing.
but the way I used to eat oatmeal was always like very soupy, like like a high water to oat content
Uh-huh.
ratio. You know what I mean? You've
Uh-huh.
had oatmeal, you know.
I said uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't hear you. So it was always like very, very much like soup, and it was just always apple cinnamon. Um,
True that.
and then I found out later in life that oatmeal was supposed to be like thick and mushy, not soupy.
Yeah.
And so the thought of that when I found that out was like, that's gross because like mushy oatmeal is awful. And now I'm voluntarily making it. So I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm a little excited because I have a bunch of fruit. I got blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. I was gonna buy honey, but honey is shockingly expensive, or I don't know how to buy honey. Um, it was
Probably
like,
just expensive.
well, like all I could find was fucking like what was it called, like clover honey, which I don't know if that's normal honey or not. I don't there of all the honeys that were there on the shelf, that was the only one in the bear container and the only one that was cheap ish. But it was like this big and it was like $7. And I was like, this is fucked. I'm not buying honey. Um, so I bought like a whole jar of cinnamon. And then I bought oat clusters, not honey bunches, because I couldn't find any. So I bought Target brand oat clusters that also had cinnamon on them. So I'm really just going for a lot of cinnamon in this.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how well cinnamon goes with the fruit that I purchased.
What'd you get?
Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. I did already say that.
I don't know. That's a weird mix.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't put
Why would you
cinnamon.
just get apples?
Well, I was gonna get apples, but apples are, as far as fruit goes, rather expensive. And I just bought frozen fruit because I was like, can I put frozen fruit in overnight oats? Again, I was Googling all of this while I was shopping. I was like, can I put frozen fruit in overnight oats? They were like, yes, because in the amount of time it takes for your oats to be overnighted, your fruit will thaw. So I was like, oh, how perfect. So I just bought frozen, like a bag of it, because it was like $3.
Yeah.
So
Um,
whereas a bag of apples is more money.
True. They don't make frozen apples.
I don't think they do, which is stupid. They should like diced apples frozen.
Yeah.
I'd buy them. I just don't know how good they like how long they last.
I mean, they're frozen.
Yeah, but like apples, like do they freeze well? I don't think so.
I don't know, but I figure apples last longer than any other fruit I know.
That's true. Blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries all
Yeah.
expire sooner than apples.
They expire within a week.
It's because they don't have a skin.
Yeah.
I mean, blueberries do, but
Um, by the way, did you know that mom eats her oatmeal? She'll make oatmeal and she'll put salt in it.
what?
Yeah.
Why?
That's how she grew up eating it. And she goes, I knew you guys wouldn't like, because I saw her making it the one day and it was just straight up oats and salt.
Yeah, because mom eats bland oatmeal, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She just eats like the Quaker Oats, the thing that
Yeah.
nobody buys.
And she
It's a
puts
miracle they're
salt in
still in
it.
business, and just puts salt.
Yeah. And she was like, that's the way I grew up. But I knew that you
She that's
guys,
called that's called that's called the Great Depression. That's what they were eating in the 20s.
they
And that's why
wouldn't,
she grew up eating it, because her fucking parents, that's what grandma grew up eating.
she said that we wouldn't like, knew we wouldn't like that. So,
I'm very
but
smart of her.
if we would have just grown up eating it, we would have.
No.
You don't know.
Dude, you don't put, I mean, I guess it's
But
like
you wouldn't have known anything
you're
else.
right because I'm thinking like the only oatmeal I know or I knew growing up was apple cinnamon oatmeal.
Right.
And so if you were to put salt in that,
You'd just be
disgusting.
dumb.
But like if you're just eating bland, mushy oatmeal,
Yeah.
sure, I guess toss some salt on it.
But that's yeah, I saw her making it that. I was like, what is that?
How much salt?
I don't know. I just saw her eat and she was like, I saw her put salt in there. I go, why'd you just put salt in there? And it was just like, I don't know. She just like did a little dash, some dashes.
I would have done like sugar. That's what I would add to my oatmeal.
Yeah. I think I mentioned that. I was like, well, how come you don't put just add sugar or something? She's like, I don't know. You just put salt. It's the way I eat it. It's fair enough, I guess.
Oh,
I was so thrown off though. I'm
yeah, that's fucked. I'd like to know if anybody else does that.
sure a lot of people do because she was like, this is the way it's supposed to be eaten, I guess.
According to who?
I don't know. Let's see.
You Googling salt on oatmeal? I'll guarantee you this came from the Great Depression. Back when they had nothing else to eat. They're like, well, salt is cheap, oats are cheap. Because
Adding
sugar was
salt
like
to your sweet oatmeal may sound like an oxymoron, but it does help the finished dish.
Finnish. It's Finnish. Mom's
Oatmeal's
Polish.
supposed to be salty. If you're making savory or sweet oatmeal, you need to add a pinch of salt always. Ugh, I hate that word. Do you do it at the beginning of the cooking and your porridge? I hate that word.
Yeah,
I don't
porridge
I
just
not only
doesn't.
hate it, but it just sounds gross.
Yeah, porridge doesn't sound good. Porridge is like
Porridge,
when I think of oatmeal, I think of the way I ate it. Porridge, I think of the way mom eats it.
yeah, your porridge will taste nutty, toasty, and delicious. Because
Ugh,
I've had it now. I used to have it the way you ate it, all soupy and stuff.
it's the
I'd eat it that
best.
way, but then I started adding like the correct amount of water,
Yeah.
and I'd get like good ratio where it was like lumpy and or not lumpy, but like you know what you don't want it to be.
Yeah.
But then I started making it like it's like I figured out a way to do it, and then I hadn't eaten in a while, and I tried to do it again. And it's like for some reason I would get like a weird like fold over flap of like this stuff that had no seasoning on it whatsoever. And it's like when I would get to that part, it would taste like I'm just eating straight porridge.
Yeah.
That part was
Like
porridge,
just
and I was
just
eating my
wet
oatmeal.
cardboard.
Yeah, dude, it was disgusting.
That's what
Um,
they're turning recycled cardboard into, by the way, porridge.
yeah. Well, you should always add a pinch of salt. I don't know. Is salt on oats normal? Yeah, I don't know. It's the same fucking results.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
Oh
yeah,
my
I was
God.
like,
Even do fucking I had this pulled up before the episode started about overnight oats, and it says 5 mistakes to avoid when making overnight oats. And number 3 is not seasoning. Just because overnight oats are a sweet recipe doesn't mean you should skip adding a pinch of salt. Salt helps
probably like to savor it, you know?
Salt helps bring out the natural sugars and overall flavor of the dish.
Oh, never mind.
Not a shot in hell. I will not add any salt to my overnight. I'm gonna make them tonight for
Dude,
the
make
first
two.
time.
Put salt in one, but
Well, then what if one's bad?
gotta try. Fail.
Yeah, I guess. It takes
Because
at
like
least 12
it's
hours to
not
get
gonna
the right
come through.
texture.
There's no way a pinch of salt comes through all of the other flavors.
Yeah, I mean, there's like salt in everything else. Like there's salt in cereal. There's,
Yeah.
ooh, it's normal for a thin layer of milk to float to the top of the jar.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like this. This is an
Well,
idiot.
yeah.
I'm fucking stupid. This is a bad idea.
You might as well just take that fruit and just make like a smoothie or with it or something.
Yeah. I bought a whole thing of milk, dude.
Just drink it. Like I said, just make a smoothie.
Yeah, but I bought sweetened almond milk, like French vanilla. Not French vanilla, just vanilla almond milk, but it's not the unsweetened kind, so it'll taste sweet, so I'm just gonna drink it.
This is why you don't try new things.
Yeah,
And
I
it proves
guess.
my point. Anytime I hear somebody try new things and then they don't,
I'm just trying to save money, Dave.
enjoy it. I immediately, well, you're about to waste money if you don't like it.
Well, yeah, you're right. But
And
that's why we try new things.
yeah, or you stick to what you know.
It just always looks so good. Like, let me see if
Yeah,
I
it
can find
looks
a
good.
picture.
I see stuff with cheese all the time and it looks amazing. I don't go out and try it though.
Well, maybe you should. See, like, look
No.
at that.
Yeah.
I would chow down on that.
Yeah, that's not overnight oats though.
That is overnight oats.
Dude,
You
that is
see the,
straight, that's just dry. That's overnight nothing. That's day of.
I think it, no, you can see the milk in it.
Yeah, that one is.
Okay, maybe this is pre-milk then. This one has coconut in it.
Yeah, but the overnight oats should be already. I thought you just put everything in the fridge together.
You do.
Yeah, so that one is.
Okay, so this one's not milked yet.
Yeah, so I would eat that. The other one,
You
just looks like
wouldn't
cereal.
eat that.
Why not?
You would just eat dry oats.
Yeah, it'd probably just be like a fruity granola thing.
You know how hard it would be to eat a bowl full of dry oats?
It's like eating granola.
No, granola isn't dry.
Yeah, it is.
No, granola is has a lot of honey on it.
Who knows?
Who everybody knows. How do you think granola sticks together?
Dude, who knows?
Everybody but you. Everybody knows but you.
Uh, dude, it could be anything.
It couldn't. It's honey.
Look it up.
That's like the thing about granola.
Look it up.
Granola's thing is honey.
Look up what the binding agent of granola is.
Binding agent of granola. Uh, Granola is a food consisting of rolled oats, nuts, seeds, honey, or other sweeteners such as brown sugar or sometimes puffed rice. Puffed rice, sorry. So it could be no brown like I guess if you
No,
like melt down brown sugar, you could also do that. But honey,
honey.
yeah,
Who knows?
yeah.
Could be anything.
So I bought granola. Plus, some people add chia seeds to their not honey bunch of oats to their overnight oats. I will not be adding chia seeds because I've seen chia seeds like when you add a liquid to them. Ugh,
What? You know
they
how tiny
like
chia seeds are?
yeah, they're tiny, but then when you add look up when you get the chance, look up a video of a chia pet when somebody like puts the seeds on the thing. They're like so goopy and slimy that you couldn't pay me to eat one.
But you wouldn't even notice.
I would notice a spoonful of chia seeds sliding down my throat.
No. Do they grow?
They get bigger, yeah. So do the oats because they're absorbing the liquid.
They don't get that much bigger.
Not that much, but like you put enough of them in enough milk, it's gonna. I bought like a
Like,
16-ounce mason jar.
like I think rice quadruples in size.
I don't know.
You ever
Not
seen a
all
grain of
rice, first of
rice?
all.
Yeah,
What'd
not
you
all
say?
rice. I was gonna say, you ever seen a grain of rice?
I have
Like
seen a
white
grain of
rice?
rice. Yeah.
It's got to be like 8 times its size.
Okay. It's probably like two.
No,
I'd stretch it to three, but it's not eight.
it's at least quadruple.
It's not four.
Could be 5.
Who knows?
Who knows?
How much bigger does rice get when wet?
Dry rice versus
Wet rice.
wet rice. Images.
I can't. I don't.
I'm not alone.
Isn't rice grown in water? I don't like. I'm confused.
I don't know what rice is. they're like, oh, these rice fields, and then they pull them out of the ground, and these like the long ass green things. I'm like, where are you getting the rice from?
Yeah, I don't know what rice is either. It looks like plastic, and you just add
How is
water,
it?
and it
How is it not?
tastes.
How can I not? Like, I googled dry. Oh, I didn't. I spelled dry wrong. Added an E.
Oh, here
Dry
we go.
rice.
Starch molecules in a grain of rice are actually arranged in semi-crystalline state, in a semi-crystalline state. The granules are about two.
Damn,
I
a
don't
grain
know
of
how to
rice
say
is a lot
this.
bigger than I thought it was. All right, so they double in size, maybe. Um,
Yeah. Starch becomes soluble in water when heated. The granules swell and burst. The semi-crystalline state is lost, and the smaller amylose molecules leach out and form a network that holds water. It does not say the exact size when wet. But again, not all rice expands. Like if you get brown rice, that just stays the same. But like white rice, shit
that gets bigger.
shit gets thick, yeah.
Um, Speaking of rice,
Yeah.
Tyler and I went to got TGI Fridays
Okay.
last night. Both got a 12-ounce steak, 12-ounce New York strip, and he got
You got a
um
side of rice with it?
he got yeah. So he's like, oh, I'll get the broccoli, and he was like, oh, maybe I'll get the seasoned rice.
Hmm.
Now, when I was looking at the menu, I go, oh, seasoned rice. I look back at the menu because I was like, I didn't see seasoned rice. Look back at the menu and there's seasoned fries, and right below it, jasmine rice. And I was like, I don't know which one he meant. Did he mean he wanted seasoned fries or did he want jasmine rice? Now he didn't tell it to the waiter yet. He just told me.
Yeah.
So I was like, when the waiter came up to him,
You let him say it?
no, he when the waiter came up to him, so he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get the 12-ounce steak, broccoli, and then he realized that there was no seasoned rice. So he was like stuttering, not too much. He was just like,
Oh, he couldn't find
yeah,
it again.
yeah. So he's like looking, he's like, the jasmine rice. And then when the waiter leaves, um, he goes, he's like, what did he say? I think he was like, oh, I realized, yeah, I think he just basically was like, oh, I realized there was no seasoned rice. I thought there was seasoned rice or something like that. I was like, yeah. And then I told him, it's like, I heard you say something before, seasoned rice. I was like, seasoned rice. Um, but I got a New York strip steak, and then I got seasoned fries
Yeah.
and breadsticks.
Yeah.
And then they bring out the food,
That's
and
how they work at restaurants, yeah.
as soon as they put my shut up, as soon as they put my food on the table, like the manager is like following them over. Like it's like I think there were two guys. Either way, when the food was coming out, whoever was bringing us the food, then like the head honcho of the night,
Yeah.
uh, he was like, "Hey, the cook realized that he was told medium well for your steak, but he didn't cook it medium well. Can we just we'll just toss it back on quickly?" And I was like, "Oh well, let me just cut it open, see if it's actually if it's fine, then it's whatever." So I start cutting open, and there's like the guy who took our order, the guy who brought us our food, and then the manager
They're all
is
watching you.
all watching me cut open the steak. And I look at it and I was like, yeah, you know. Now, if they would have brought it out to me, didn't say anything, I would have just eaten it anyways.
Yeah.
Because I don't care to tell
I
people
would
that
send
they
it back.
messed
Yeah.
up.
Riley, really quick, but to interrupt your story really quick. Don't forget where you are. Riley the other day was like, she's like, don't worry, like, because I was talking about how I could never send something back or I could never say anything. We were out to dinner with friends the other night. Riley was like, don't worry, I will say something for you if something comes incorrectly. And I was like, no,
That's even
because
worse.
because yeah, that's what I said. I go because that's worse because the way that somebody else says it is, hey, he ordered no cheese. I'd be like, fuck me. I'll just spit in my own food then.
Yeah, dude, fuck that. There's and maybe it just comes down to like a man thing for me. Because if a
Maybe.
woman, if I was with
If a
a
woman
girl,
has to speak for me,
dude, for real though, if she If she was like,
Yeah, I have no balls, dude.
if she was like, my boyfriend, husband, whatever, he ordered this way, I'd be like, oh.
I'd be like, it's fine. It's fine. It's really fine.
No, I'd be like, no, no, no. And then the waiter would be like, no, 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 we can. I'd be like, no, 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 no.
You'd be like, I'm gonna fucking eat it. All right. I'm gonna
Okay,
eat this food. I'm gonna fucking enjoy it.
yeah, that's. I just be like, no, that's just. But if my significant other was like, I ordered this.
Oh, I'd say something.
I would be more inclined to say something because it's not me that's screwed. It's not me the one who's doing it. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
it's her,
Spit in her
okay,
food.
dude, it's her, okay. um,
Yeah,
I
like
would
so,
say
like
something for somebody else.
yeah, I'd be more inclined to say something for somebody
Yeah,
else too.
I still wouldn't want to.
Riley was saying, I was like, no, you can't do that because then you'd say like he ordered this or yada yada yada. She's like, well, no, I wouldn't say that. And I was like, that would work if like I ordered fries and you were like, hey, can we also get some fries? Because like that's not obvious, right? They maybe the waitress forgot that I ordered them. But
Yeah,
like and my example was if I get cheese on my burger, the only way to get to tell the waitress that I don't want cheese is to say he didn't order any
unless
cheese.
you guys just switch plates and you're
Yeah.
like, I order no cheese on this.
Yeah, I suppose that could work.
That's the only other way.
Yeah.
So
But she'd probably remember that I ordered the burger and Riley did not.
yeah, but waitresses and waiters mess up all the time, dude.
True.
And nobody says anything unless they're like still right there. But it's like if somebody gives me the drink for somebody else, I take it.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Or it's like after we get all our food and it's like then we switch it up.
Yeah.
So
I just like um excuse me. Um what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, I think that they should, you know how they always like circle back after you've gotten your food and they're like, how's everything tasting? And you're like, all right, good. By the time they've made it back for that question, very rarely have I actually made a dent in my food.
all you need is one bite.
Yeah, very rarely have I gotten that first bite in before they've already come
Wow.
back. And well, because like one, they either come back too fast. Two, I start with the French fries before I've even made it to the main course. The French fries you can't fuck up. I've never bitten into a French fry and been like, this is not cooked. Um, so like, and then once they've asked the question of how's everything tasting, you never see them again.
This guy came back like fucking our guy. He was like he took
Yeah,
our
finish your
order
story.
and then he came back
Were you his only
after
table?
after I don't know. After I found out that he was only been there for like 2 weeks, so um realized why he fucked up my order.
Well, the chef fucked it up.
But well, I ordered breadsticks.
Oh,
And I got did I say that part yet?
yeah.
Yeah, I ordered breadsticks and I got broccoli.
Oh, you didn't say that part.
Yeah,
Didn't
I got
Tyler order broccoli?
He did.
And he got broccoli?
He got broccoli in his jasmine rice. I got seasoned rice and broccoli.
Seasoned rice?
Or seasoned fries and broccoli. Um, but the broccoli was fucking phenomenal.
You ever had
I couldn't
broccolini?
I couldn't get enough of it. No.
Broccolini is like the
Uh,
long broccoli.
uh,
It's fucking gas, dude.
gas.
Yeah.
Um,
It slaps. It crushes. That's what it is.
it crushes.
Yeah.
Shout out SB.
Shout out, Sarah.
Um, fuck. Why do you guys fucking keep talking?
Sorry. So you got he messed up your breadsticks.
No, I know, but there was something. Uh, I guess that was it from the beginning of the story. Because when you first interrupted me, you said, "Hey, don't lose your spot."
You were talking about how they watched you cut into your meat.
Oh yeah, and then he said, "Yeah, that's what it was." Because I was gonna say he sent it back, and then I was gonna tell Tyler, "Hey, didn't I order fucking breadsticks?" And I guess I already told you that because I jumped.
So you didn't say
So,
anything to him?
no, because the broccoli was fucking phenomenal. So
Yeah. And Applebee's breadsticks probably are not that good.
it probably wouldn't have been no, and I only got two, so
Also, what the like breadsticks with steak, dude?
And it wasn't Applebee's; it was Fridays.
Oh, did you say that? You did say that.
I did TGI.
I'm just an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, one and the same, most likely.
I've been thinking Applebee's this entire time.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, they are 100%.
But Yeah, good food.
Yeah. You know, it's not called TGI Fridays anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, it's just Fridays.
Just Fridays, which is stupid.
There's no more in Buffalo, so
There's like a lot down here.
yeah, I don't know. They closed like the last one. It's like,
So how
what's
did you go to
up?
one?
Oh, we were in Erie.
Oh,
Yeah,
PA.
PA. Trash.
Yeah. 100%. There's nothing there.
Dude, we were driving around, uh, and I was like, dude, it literally looks like I was like, this just looks like garbage,
Yeah.
dude. We did end up at this we stopped at this brewery, whatever.
Brewery.
And we were there for a little bit. He got a beer and I got this state liquor iced tea and lemonade drink
Yeah.
that was already in a can. I thought they were like I saw it on there and I thought they were about to make it. And then this dude pulled out a can and popped it and gave it to me. I was like, oh, sick. So that's pretty good. Lavery's Brewery, shout out.
Laveries.
Yeah, it's cool.
Hmm.
Entrance was weird.
Yeah.
There's two entrances. There was the front entrance, like off the street, and then there was the entrance from the parking lot.
Yeah.
And it's like you walked up into like this, kind of half or not half, but like this like patio thing or like porch type thing. Um, but it wasn't like our porch, but it was like a ground porch.
Yeah.
Um,
Round porch.
yeah, like it wasn't a porch,
Yeah.
but it was a patio, but a porch,
Yeah.
like
Like an
wood.
elevated patio.
Yeah, because I say patio and I'm like that's bricks, cement stuff like that, and a porch, wood,
Yeah.
but it was a patio porch.
Yeah.
So, we walk in and I'm like walking down this hallway. I'm like, are we going in the right direction? Like this. And then I see like an arrow. I'm like, what the fuck is this place? Like, there was just the weirdest entrance to it. And then I like open the door and like peek in. I'm like, okay, everything else looks normal. It's like nice and it was welcoming there. They
Yeah.
had a fucking nice leather seating area over there to the right when we first walked in. I was like, oh shit.
What were you doing
Uh,
in Erie?
Katie and Kara were going to see Dancing with the Stars. So Tyler wasn't going. And so he was just going to be there by himself
Oh, so you just went.
doing nothing. So I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Get some food, hang out with the bro, the boy,
The boy.
the boy. uh,
Yeah, well.
so yeah, good times.
Yeah. Um, I got one other thing we can talk about.
Uh,
How are we doing on time?
an
Actually,
hour.
let's save this for next week. So we have no, I've got two things to talk about for next week. So I'll do this now. Um, this is from the same website where I found the woman who got crushed by a garbage truck. Kansas couple charged with collecting man's retirement
Go back.
while
Go back.
what?
Repeat it.
Kansas couple from Kansas, was charged with collecting a man's retirement, but they were doing this while keeping his body in their home for 6 years. Now, I actually heard a story very recently, just the other day, and I don't know if this is the same one. Um,
So I'm confused.
Hold on, I'll get to it, but I'll answer all your questions. But I heard a story recently that like there was somebody, I don't remember where it was, but they were like there was like they were going to like congratulate him or give him something for being he like had reached a certain age. He was like the oldest living bada bada bada, whatever he was winning. Or being congratulated for. And they go to his house and they walk into his room and it's this fucking skeleton laying there because his family had been lying about the fact that he was dead.
Dude, but a full skeleton? How
It
long
was
are they lying for?
fucking long enough, evidently. But this one, Yeah, what are your questions before I even dive into this story?
So my questions are gonna be, and hopefully they're answered. One, did this dude just die, and
Or are you asking if they killed him?
or did they kill him?
Okay, I'm guessing he just
Um,
died.
and then if he just died, why were they in his house? Or why was he in their house?
And this couple. Ooh, it does not say that I would have assumed they're family, but now I'm not so sure, huh?
Yeah, because I feel like they would have said,
Oh, wait,
daughter.
dead relative. So I'm guessing
Said,
they're saying that he was living with them.
see, that's stupid. Don't say Kansas couple. Okay.
Yeah.
Say
Well,
say
say Kansas
daughter.
couple charged with collecting relatives' retirement, not
Yeah,
man's
dude.
retirement. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a whole like the dude, no.
Sounds
Such
like they
clickbait right there,
it
dude.
is well, yeah, that's why I clicked on it. Okay, so this happened in Kansas. Kansas couple has been charged with fraudulently collecting more than $215,000 in retirement benefits on behalf of a dead relative while they concealed his body inside their home for 6 years. First of all, fucking gross.
Yeah.
Like, what about the smell?
Yeah, you're not smelling that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Authorities say the guy's name was Mike Carroll. Mike Carroll's pacemaker showed that he died in 2016 at age 81, but Overland Park police didn't discover his body until 2022 after his son-in-law called police to report his death in the Kansas City suburb. Um, prosecutors say that his uh, son-in-law and which I guess this would be his daughter, so that's fucked. Uh, both 61 continued depositing and spending from Carroll's bank account even while his body became quote unquote mummified on a bed in the home he owned.
So these people just thought they could call the cops and be like, yo, he just died and get away with it, even though it's been 6 years. You don't think something's gonna happen to the body? They're gonna do a
Yeah, I don't
what's that called?
autopsy.
An autopsy?
I don't know, dude.
People are
Um,
stupid.
family members told the local newspaper that the Ritters, which is their last name, the daughter and son-in-law, would repeatedly give them excuses about why Mike could never take a phone call or visit while leading them to believe that Carol was still alive. Uh, the couple is due to appear in federal court to face several charges on February 2nd, so tomorrow or today, if you're listening to this podcast, the day it comes out. They didn't respond to phone and email messages from the newspaper, and court documents do not list the defense attorney representing them, blah, 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 blah. Prosecutors said the pension and Social Security payments Carroll received over the 6 years after his death totaled $216,000, $216,067. But bank records from that time showed checks being written from his bank account and cashed by Lynn and Kirk.
Mm.
His mummified remains. And it can't be that mummified. If he was just exposed to the elements in his bedroom,
Dude.
he's rotting away.
Hmm.
6 years, like I mean, he's probably fully decayed. That's probably skeletal.
Maybe they wrapped him.
Maybe. How fucked is that?
People are weird.
Although $215,000.
Yeah, you can't use it now though.
No, now you're fucked. Yeah, you are 100% done for.
And it's like, what'd you do in those 6 years? You know?
No, evidently
If
they
they would have,
evidently just lived in his
yeah,
home.
dude, like if you would have been like going out and like vacationing, all been worth it
Yeah.
for 6 years.
But you can't because then somebody else has to take care of him, and you can't have that because then they realize he's dead.
Yeah. So stupid.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't do anything. I mean, all they had to do was like take a quick, they could have taken a quick vacation. Just not tell anybody.
I suppose.
But I don't know who's check. I don't know. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. What if somebody comes to check on him? They would have been caught way sooner.
Yeah, they
But they
need
turned
they
themselves in. Authorities say this pacemaker showed that he died in 2016, but they didn't discover his body until 2022 after his son-in-law called the police to report his death.
Yeah, they just reported his death.
What?
Like what I was assuming is they called him like, "Hey, he died."
Oh,
That's
and they
6
get
years
there
ago.
and they check his pacemaker and they go, "Hey, he died in 2016."
Yeah. Like, ah, fuck.
Yeah. So what? They in 2022 they were like Lynn and Kirk were just like, "Well, I mean, I guess we'll call it here." They made it all the way through COVID with this dude.
Yeah.
That's honestly, they probably would have called it sooner, but COVID made it easier for them to have to stay in their home. Nobody could
Right.
come visit. Interesting. Wild, dude.
Hmm. I wonder if for a year, if they would have just done a year, if everything would have just been a-okay.
Well, I mean, he died in 2016, so I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, because they went past a year.
No, I'm saying if they just did a year
Oh, would they
of
have gotten away with
collecting,
it?
yeah,
No.
six
Because
six
imagine
months.
this, a year later, when they say, hey, his pacemaker stopped working in 2016,
What the fuck? How do they know if a pacemaker, when did it stop working?
because it's an electronic device.
Okay, so so in order for this to work, it's got to be
It has to be
a
nobody with a
healthy
pacemaker,
a healthy
but
death.
also they need to, yeah, not do an autopsy.
Yeah, which they will, I'm assuming, all the time.
Yeah. But also, like the second you die, your body starts to decay.
Yeah,
So even if you wait a month,
yeah, they'll know.
yeah, you're fucked. You're done for. There's no you're like you don't get away with this.
Yeah, yep, they're dumb.
Yep, 100%. Don't use your relatives for money, especially your dead ones.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Well, I'm saying,
All right. Anyways, Dave, take us to trivia.
hmm. Let's see here.
Darwin, what do you want?
I don't care about my support. Pick an N or
What?
I just say pick an animal because I fucking read this second one here, and I was instead of saying pick a number. Dude,
Oh, sorry. I was getting my notes up. 14.
name Dan Hartman's first solo hit.
I don't
Don't even know who
fucking
that is.
know.
Don't
Nope.
know. What English king was known as the Lionheart?
Also don't know.
King Charles II.
Go for it.
Ah, Richard the First.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I would have lost my shit.
3, 6, 9, 12. What canal connects Lake Ontario and Lake Erie?
I mean, this is easy, right?
I think, right? It's gotta be.
I think, yeah.
It's gotta be
The Erie Canal.
there. Yeah, the Erie Canal, right? Where is the Erie Canal?
Are we fucking stupid?
Because didn't I go on? Didn't we go
Wait,
through the
doesn't the Erie
lot?
Canal connect like
Wait, is that in
Lake Erie to
Albany?
the Atlantic Ocean?
No, no, Joe. Oh wait, yeah.
Oh, dude, we're fucking so stupid.
Wait, but what did? I'm confused.
I don't know, dude. Doesn't the Erie Canal like end at a certain point? Like it used to
Like
go
Erie
on.
Canal. Right here. Okay, so it is here at least.
Well, we know that.
Dude, I don't know what I know.
I don't think
So,
it goes as far as it used to anymore.
well, that, no,
Also, where are you even going? You've stopped following it.
I did. I was following. Oh, this is it. Erie Canal, Erie Canal.
Yeah, you see that? It ends right there in Middleport.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, oh, it's called the New York State Barge Canal now.
Because I was gonna say I definitely know it's here because
Well, we know that it goes to Lake Erie. Like that's knowledgeable. We're just
well, it
fucking
goes to
stupid.
here actually. This is not Lake Erie.
Yeah, but it connects to Lake Erie.
Yeah, but this is probably the canal they're talking about. Port Colborne.
Does that? We've been
Is
there.
that, it's got to be a canal, right? This has got to be a canal.
You would think, but it doesn't have a name. Zoom in
What was it?
further.
What was it called again?
Welland.
Welland.
Oh, it's definitely in Ontario. Yeah, it's all Canada.
Yeah, there we go. Right
Nice.
there.
Okay, well, so we're both fucking done. They're on the same like latitude.
Yeah, well, didn't even know the Welland thing existed.
That's
Six.
because we're not Canadian.
And, yeah, true. The name of the semi-precious stone comes from the Latin for seawater. The name for
Okay.
this
Semi-precious
semi-precious stone,
stone. Seawater. Latin word for seawater is
sapphire.
oh, that's a fucking good guess.
Betcha.
Shit. I guess I'll go with fucking emerald, even though I know I'm wrong. Oh, fuck us, dude. We're so stupid.
Aquamarine.
It's literally got two water words.
I would have never known that. I didn't know there was a stone called an aquamarine.
Well, I knew.
We'll
It
get
just
there.
would have taken me 20 years to get there.
36.
Also, sapphires and emeralds, I think, are precious stones, not semi-precious stones. So we're
Yeah, I
also
definitely
stupid
don't know
there.
that either. In 1993, who won an
We
Academy
don't know
Award for Best
this.
Supporting Actress for her role in the movie The Piano?
I couldn't
Um,
name an actress from 1993.
I'm going with Winona Ryder.
Okay. I'm going with Betty White. Yeah, Anna Paquin.
I know her. 3, 6, 9, 12. Can we just do this one?
No.
3, 6, 9, 12, 14. What year was Mark Wahlberg born?
Here we
Okay.
go. We got a year. We got a year. Marky Mark.
Let's see.
I am locked in.
Let's see.
I'm not confident.
Uh, damn, how old do I think he is? 1978.
I said 1963.
Oh, that's got to be wrong. That is 100% wrong. I know that for a fact.
Fuck! I'm 8 years away. You're 7. Damn it.
Wait, what did I say?
1978, didn't you?
Is that what I said? No,
Yeah.
that's not what I meant.
What did you mean?
Wait, hold on. What did I do? Let me do the math.
Yeah, you're fucking out here roasting me. You only said 15 years later than I did.
Um,
Listen,
no,
Dave.
I said 1970. I didn't.
8.
If I said no, I did not say 8.
Yes, you did.
Okay, well, if I did, I meant 72. is what I meant. Because I was going for the age 48.
Oh,
And that's why I said 78.
because you're a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Well, you
Because,
said 1978. Either way, you
yeah,
win
I know that. But it would have been cooler if I would have said the correct one.
because you would have been only 1 year off.
Yeah. And the only reason I knew you were wrong, because I was like, he is not 1 year younger than mom.
Yeah, but would you have been surprised if he was?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I wasn't putting him over 50.
he's only 9 years younger than mom.
Yeah.
That puts him over 50.
Or no, he's not. Yes, he is. How old is mom?
Mom is
Oh,
fucking
because he's younger than what I thought
mom.
he, or
Mom
he's
is
older.
61.
He's older than what I thought he was.
Yeah. So he's 52.
52. Yeah. Wait, then what was I? What math was I doing? That if I got 70, if I was supposed to say,
You're so
what's 50 years ago?
50 years
74,
ago
right?
was 74.
And then, oh, because dude,
Because you
yes.
went the opposite way.
I'm still going backwards.
So you wanted to say 76, but you think you meant 72, and you actually said 78.
I wanted to say he was
70,
48 years old, which
yeah,
would have been 76.
6. But you were thinking it was 72,
Yes.
and you said 78.
78. God damn it. Okay,
Either
whatever.
way, no matter any of those numbers that you had said, whether it was 76, 72, 78, you had it.
Yeah, when you said I said 1978, I was like, there's no way I said that.
Simply
I
based on
was,
your
dude,
confusion alone, I should win this one.
because you were like 1963, and I was like, dude, there's no way. Like, I'm dead on almost. In my head, I was dead on. Because I was like, dude, this is what I did. I was like, okay, 74 is 50 years ago. And
And you subtracted 2 from
I
50.
subtracted 2. And when I subtract, you think left. So it would have been, you know,
What?
okay,
What the fuck does that even mean? My face hurts.
I can't breathe. No. This is what happens. Why do you think
Ah! Fuck.
of a
Oh,
timeline?
my cheeks, dude.
Think of a timeline. Think of a timeline, right? You
Yeah.
got positive years
Yeah.
on this side. And I'm probably gonna prove myself wrong, but we're gonna go with it.
What are you gonna
okay?
say? Negative years?
Here we go. So we got youngest years, or sorry, oldest years to youngest years, right? Oldest to
Lower
youngest.
numbers, higher numbers
So 50 right here
is the middle.
is 1974, right? 50 years ago,
Yeah.
1974. So I was like, -2 for 48, right? Go left for subtraction,
Yeah.
because like, oh, if I'm going right,
When I
it's
subtract, I
positive.
think left.
But that's usually what you think. You see negative sides. If you're at 0, negatives to the right means you're subtracting numbers.
You said right.
Negatives to the left means subtracting numbers. Positives to the right, you're adding numbers.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, 50
Minus
minus
2.
2
Go to the left.
go to the left. So I was like, that's 48, but I still
Well, because you were thinking 48, so you said 78.
yeah, I know why I said 1978, because I was thinking 48.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go the right direction, the
Yeah.
left direction, but
So had you said 72 and you were a year away, you would have been like, I'm so fucking smart because I knew he was 48 years old.
yes, that's what I would have said.
And
most likely.
only after we ended this podcast would we realized that you're a dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways.
Because I never would have, if you had said, yeah, I knew he was 48 years old, I would have been like, yeah, okay. 72, born in 72, he's 48 years old. I would not have argued you.
Yeah, dude, I was literally going for 48. So I was like, okay, 50 years is 74.
It wasn't until I said he's only 9 years younger than mom, and you're like, no, he's not. I'm like,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that
he
was where
fucking
it was
is.
confusing. And we still, because I think I still thought he was 48 years old. Oh God.
Because you saw 71, and now you're like, oh, he's only 47.
No, I was thinking 49. I was like,
So that time you had it right.
because I was like, oh, 49. And I was like, dude, mom was born in because I was like, you were like, oh, he's only 9 years younger. I was like, well, yeah, mom was born in 62. Oh, yeah, that is right. But I was like, wait, how is it he's 49 and mom's 60? That's I had 48 and 49 in my head first. Too long. Anyways,
Oh God, my face hurts. I have to tell you one more funny story before we end this. I was at dinner, the same dinner where Riley said she would correct my food for me. And we were with our friend Kira, who wants to be a guest on this podcast. So we're gonna get her on here eventually.
dude, I thought you were going to say he wants to be a guy.
No. We're with my friend Kira, our friend Kira. And I had like a napkin, like one of like the like the big napkins that they give you at restaurants, big
Yeah.
black napkin. So I had folded it. We were done eating. I folded it back up into. Why are you about to laugh? Because I said big black napkin.
Go on.
So I folded it back. We were done eating. I folded it back up into like the nice triangle that they said it. What?
I'm still just laughing at one, the big black napkin and also the age. Go on,
Yeah.
keep going, just keep going.
Um. So folded it back up, and
I can't continue. Go on, just go.
ow, ow, it hurts.
I have to get over this story.
What?
Oh shit! I have tears in my eyes.
Oh God. So I folded up the napkin. We have to wrap this episode up.
I'm listening.
Fuck. Hold on. Compose yourself.
Okay.
I'm crying.
Okay, go. You folded
So
up the
I
napkin.
folded up the napkin.
Go.
Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. This is a funny story, I promise you.
Dude, it better be because if I don't laugh harder than what I'm already,
I don't
it's
know
gonna
that you
be.
will. Anyway, I folded up the napkin and I said, Kira, will you let me hit you with this?
Yeah.
And she was like, why? And I was like, because I want to.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay, fine, let me finish telling my story. So she finished telling her story. And I'm like, I got this folded up fucking thick ass napkin, right? Ready to just fucking.
Yeah.
And so she's like, okay, fine, whatever. And she was like, well, where do you want to? I was like on your cheek. And so I was like, lean forward. And as she's doing this, I'm like, I'm going to say something funny and witty here. I go, sorry. Like, I'm like, lend me your cheeks. I said this out loud in a public restaurant. And the second the words left my mouth, I was like, I didn't mean that.
Dude, one,
Because I
why'd
meant
you
to
have to
say,
say
lend me your
cheeks?
cheek. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to say cheeks.
And two, what are you, 7 years old? Let me hit you with this napkin.
I just
This,
really wanted to slap her with this napkin. If you knew, once you meet Kira when she does the podcast with us, you'll understand. You'd also have the desire to slap her with a napkin. Um,
ay, ay, ay.
but yeah, instead of saying lend me your cheek, like I meant to say, I said lend me your cheeks. And then I realized how
That was neither
wildly inappropriate that sounded.
witty nor
It was funny because it was wrong. If I'd said lend me your cheek, I was like, this will just be a stupid comment. But it'll get a couple of laughs.
man.
But instead I said lend me your cheeks and got far more laughs than I anticipated.
What kind of kinky shit are you into? Anyways,
Anyways, where can they find you, Dave?
uh, underscore David Sharkey underscore is my Instagram. DShark11 is my Twitter. Eat of the week is going to be the steak, of course.
Mhm.
It was, like I said, 12-ounce New York strip with, what was it? Whiskey ranch sauce on it or something like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
Jack Daniels something. Seasoned fries and the broccoli
Hmm.
and a water.
You can follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky_photography, my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky, my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ at Joe Sharky 7. Excuse me. My eat of the week is it's gonna be probably what I had at the restaurant we went to. Um, what? Still laughing about it?
Yes.
Um, I had a mahi bacon, lettuce, and tomato, which part of me expected when I was like, oh, mahi BLT. This will be like a BLT with mahi on it, fish,
So an MLT,
MBLT,
MBLT,
MBLT. Yeah, still had bacon. Instead, it was a piece of fish on a bed of not lettuce,
spinach,
no, arugula,
kale. Oh,
which is not lettuce at all. It's still good, but it's not lettuce. So it was mahi on a bed of kale, not fuck, on a bed of
how'd you know
arugula,
it was arugula if it said lettuce?
because it said in the description
Oh,
arugula, and I was like, well, just call it mahi bacon
so it was a
arugula
mahi
tomato.
BLT, but in the description it said arugula.
No, it said mahi bacon lettuce tomato, not mahi
Oh,
BLT. It said mahi bacon lettuce tomato.
but then in the description it
Because
said
it was
arugula.
literally just listing the ingredients, but lettuce wasn't actually one. It was arugula.
Gotcha.
So it was mahi on a bed of arugula, topped with 3 slices of bacon, and then a single slice of tomato. And I was like, okay. It was pretty good. So yeah, the tomato I could have done without, but
Yeah, I never.
I love arugula. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSGPOD. Follow us on TikTok at the Shuffle Podcast. That's where we post our clips from the podcast. And subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at the Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for putting up with us laughing for 5 minutes straight. We'll talk to you guys next week. We've got some Valentine's. It's the episode before Valentine's Day. So next week we'll have some Valentine's Day things to talk about. Anyways, goodbye, everybody.